Hello, today is the 29th of December 2020, and I'm going to read on Mike Pence. I want to see whether or not he's going to concede January 6th that Biden and Harris won the election, or if he's going to prove to be a Trump loyalist. What I've done is I've looked at some, of course, of the information of their birth charts, because Donald Trump, as you know, and Mike Pence are both Geminis, and Mike Pence has a heck of a lot of Gemini. He's got a Gemini. His sun is in Gemini. I'm not sure what his ascendant is, because I don't think there's a time. I've not been able to find that given, but his moon is in Gemini. His sun is in Gemini. His Mars is in Leo, and his Mercury is in Gemini. Trump's a Gemini with the Sag moon. His Mars is in Leo, and he has also Leo as his ascendant. So I'm going to attribute more of a Wands energy just to differentiate between he and Pence, potentially. So let's take a look. What will Pence do? Is he going to decide to concede that Biden and Harris have won and try to work that to his benefit? It's for his future of whatever that's going to be. Or is he just going to go down big and throw his support behind Trump? Now, he's had 4 years that I think have caused him to chafe a bit. I think he's really wanted to be president, and I think he looks at Trump as just, being other than the high horse, strange idea that Mike has about himself as better than. But let's just see what's going to happen. Let's take a look at the cards. Will Mike Pence concede the election, or is he going to throw his hat behind Trump? Will he concede, or will he deny? Well, this is about winning, certainly, and who is the winner, who has won. And it's dealing with recognizing a win or not. We see the Three of Pentacles here. So this is more than one person, and this is dealing with the winner of the election. And I think conceding those who have chosen to concede, or those who have chosen not to concede. Now, I'm not sure. This could say that he wants to be part of a group that's going to be declared the winner. So I'm really going to have to look at the next couple of cards that come. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning. And the Six of Pentacles, giving help and possibly receiving help. And it looks like he's part of a group of people. I got to say, it's looking to me like he's going I'm kind of in two minds. yet. I've got to see this next row. Okay, here we have a Queen of Wands. Now his wife is a Scorpio with a Pisces moon. And this Queen of Wands is connected to a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. A new active, feels like he's working with a woman here. Possibly, quite possibly. Let's just carry on though. Oh, and here we have a Queen of Swords and the Fool. What in the world? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and lay out the rest of the whole dang bunch. Well, when I go this way, this looks like he's possibly going to help Trump, and he's foolish, and he will pay the price for his actions. I believe there's a couple of women that are working with him with regard to the outcome that he's going to choose. They are giving him, this also looks like there could be some quid pro quo going on here, a little financial incentive. Again, my readings are all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. But when I look at that first row across, these last two cards, and I read in pairs, sure look like the greasing of a palm and giving support and giving and receiving help. So it's very much that quid pro quo energy. And here we have something saying that he is working on who he's going to concede or identify as what he believes, whatever the case is, what he has to say about it. There are two women, a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Swords, that are wanting to pull off, and this, I'm wondering if these are Trump, some of the women that are, what's that one? Oh gosh, I just did a reading on her. Anyway, there's two women, and I think they're pushing him to support Trump. Potentially. But this last line is a bit intriguing. There's a bit of a surprise here, wherein I believe the presidency is concerned in that office, and where I believe division over this election is concerned in the way of declaration of those who declare Biden and Harris and those who refuse to. I think he is maybe initially going with the idea of supporting, giving the president the support. It looks like he's he's part of three people with two women who are working with regard to this idea. Sorry, gotta put my heating pad on. But some here, this to me feels like a little bit of a surprise, a bit of a change or a surprise. And there's a woman who is an essential figure with this. She may change her mind or have some idea that doesn't feel fully worked out. It feels more like a fantasy. That's why I think these are women that are trying to get him to support or urging him to go with Trump. But I'm not sure that he's going to right here. This could be him choosing to, quite possibly, betray Trump. This is an issue of division and betrayal. And I think given the situation with COVID, that factors in, and he knows he's, well, I wonder, does he? He must know that he's going to have things to face. I think he wants to be free of this, though, on some level. See, I bet you do. And he wants to get out of the, it looks like, stressful placement that he's in with regard to making a decision as to who is he sees as winning. A lot of emotion. There, I feel like this can be Trump because he does have a Taurian midheaven. It could be him. This man he's kind of pausing. I think there's like, it's a feeling of like all eyes are on Pence. And it looks to me like he is going back and forth with the idea of Biden with regard to Biden. So despite the fact that he, I think, is working, now maybe these women are trying to get him to, another thing could be, these could be women that actually might be working with him to throw his support behind the Biden and Harris. That's also a possibility. And I say that because I think that's a distinct possibility with that, with the Fool card as a new start. Are these women somehow offering him some assistance or some help that they could offer him? Or advice? I don't know. It could be Pelosi. It could be some other woman as well with that. But, you know, I think I was just thinking, is this Kamala? I think, well, he's definitely going back and forth. I don't think he's completely made up his mind yet. There's the Star and the Five of Wands. I see this embattled situation that he's in. He's holding out for hope. He's probably doing a lot of praying. let's see, but there's a confinement, and there is the devil. He's kind of chained to the devil. Tower. So it comes down, and there's the there's a feeling of maybe something that is caught. I almost wonder if there isn't something very damning here, like footage or secret information that comes out that just releases, I feel like, this confinement that he has to the devil. What is that? And he feels like he's going to be defensive. It's about his past and the children, probably the border situation. And I'm thinking we're dealing with all the things that he's known about in the past, but didn't do anything about. He's going to have to defend that. And it's the end. The end for him. End of the line. And he's out. And when I say out, I mean out of the office. He is out. And his life, as well as a privileged person, is over with that death card. We also then get another end card with the 10 of Pentacles, and we get a Knight of Cups and offer. Where somebody comes forward, maybe in his family. Radical change is well possible. I just feel like he's going to be trying to protect himself and find that it's impossible. And he's going to struggle to make his decision. I think at the moment he is considering what it would mean if he concedes to Biden and Harris, but he also feels so very bound to Trump by past and by virtue of things that he knows that Trump did, and that can be proven and shown that he knew. I think that it looks like he's kind of damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. So I'm not quite clear yet on what he's going to choose. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to my clarifier deck, because I see him moment to moment. It looks like he could be working with people one way or the other to decide. Possibly those could be Democrats, though, that I don't know. I think they're trying to get him to consider the benefit versus continuing to support somebody that's in big trouble. But Mike's already in big trouble too anyway. So let's just see. Let's just see where the Oddity Tarot Major Arcana. What does Mike Pence end up choosing? Does he concede to Biden? Or does he remain obstinate? And for Trump, will Mike Pence concede Biden's win? What will Mike Pence choose? What will Mike Pence choose January 6th? Will he concede to Biden? The Magician. Again, we're dealing with manipulation and potential trickery, blah, blah, blah. So maybe he's going to say fraud, potentially, and that would lean more toward Trump, but let's just see. The Hierophant. Well, this is favoring going more toward a law, going toward rules. That looks to me like he would communicate something maybe more for the rules. Again, he gets the Fool. That could be the, indication also, though, of the new president, the new path, the new administration, potentially, or it could be being foolish. He gets a Wheel of Fortune. So I think he could change his mind significantly and possibly go toward the new administration. The Lovers, there's partnership, and death. And that his partnership with Trump is over. I think he wants, to be, I don't think he quite understands that, though, that he's going down with that ship because he's part of it. So, though his partnership is over, the consequences of that partnership are not over. Judgment. That's what I'm talking about. And the Emperor. Do I want to know what that is on top of that man's head? This did say Oddity Tarot. I don't even know. Okay, anyway, there's the Emperor. So he could do something very different. I gotta pull that third line. The World. We're getting so much that is accenting the end of one thing and the beginning of another. Everything. This is one of the, obviously, this deck's nothing. The Tower. Oh, these are teeth on top of his head. They've used teeth for, I think, strength. The Tower comes down, changes. I think he will acknowledge Biden and Harris. Despite all the pressure, I think he may well try to think of that it will go in his favor somehow, for doing so. I think it's really likely because the Tower, there is great change. Here we're dealing with the presidency, the emperor, and the tower. And so if what he says, I think, will be in support of a new president and of that there is a change. And that the rules about endings and beginnings. And I see it's over for him again. When I go vertical this way, it's the world, the card of everything, the card of nothing, and the tower. So he loses big time, no matter what he chooses, because of his association and manipulation, things he knew, his lies and deceit and trickery. But I still think he may very well deny Trump and concede to the Biden and Harris. At this time, it does look like he is in two minds, but I think he may lean more toward Biden and Harris, admitting that. Strength and the devil. Hermit and the Star. He wants to, and backing, he will be backing out, stepping back, having to step back. From that limelight. I just think he finds Trump overwhelming and awful, and he doesn't like him. So I think he's going to be hard-pressed not to want to just cut his tie with him. That it's over. His wife, and there will be also, I think, significant women there. There's the Justice card. I think his wife may also try to influence him this way. Hangman, High Priestess, because there's secrets that they want to keep hidden. But they're going to come out just in a way that they didn't expect. That's interesting. And just to look at the rest of their cards, the Chariot, the Moon, the Sun, and Temperance. There will be balance. So I think he will concede. He will end up conceding to Biden. He's under a lot of stress and pressure. But I do think at the end of the day, Pence will throw it toward, I think, Biden and Harris. Now, that could change because it does look like it's pretty fluid. But for this time, and I'll check back with it, for this time, it looks to me like at the end of the day, he's going to lose no matter what. But I see, for maybe his own ego, he may deprive, and his own hide, trying to, throw something good in there despite all that of his past and what he's done that is so awful, that is so condemning. I think this might be something he'll do for him out of his own ego and desire. And sense of pressure, maybe his wife may also pressure him. But I see, at the end of the day, Pence going towards declaring the Biden and Harris as the winners of the election. He wants to be away from Trump. He wants it over. He does not want to be that close to him anymore. Okay, see you in the next video.